The troublesome couple is coming to visit during the holiday break.
A nightmare returns. Our perfect New Year's will be ruined. Since they're your brother's family, I don't want to speak ill of them, but honestly, it's tough.
I know, just thinking about it gives me stomach cramps.
Remember New Year's 3 years ago?
How could I forget?
She drank all the alcohol in town, didn't she?
No, she drank the neighboring town's share too.
Alcohol disappears into her like a black hole.
That was terrifying.
Everything in the house was destroyed.
Only the floor and walls remained intact.
Is she even human like us?
Definitely not from Earth. My brother used to be such a quiet guy. He's changed since getting together with that woman.
Do you think Kevin knows she has a problem? Has he ever mentioned it to you?
He hints at it sometimes, but quickly changes the subject. I think he's embarrassed.
I see. And since your parents have passed away, this homecoming they're talking about doesn't make sense either.
The kids are adults now, so they're not coming for New Year's money either. Why are they coming anyway?
What if we only have non-alcoholic drinks this year?
She won't accept that. What if she gets violent?
Even if she demands we buy alcohol, we can say we don't have any, and stores will be closed for New Year's.
I see. That's a good idea.
This year, I won't prepare a special New Year's feast, just minimal food. I think the snacks make her want to drink.
That's good. Let's do that.
Understood. Sarah, it's been a while. Jessica, it's been a while. Did you hear about us coming for New Year's? Yes, my husband told me recently. Then there's nothing to worry about. Make sure everything's perfect. Excuse me? No, we're out of this, or go by that. You should entertain us properly. We're guests. I plan to prepare accordingly, but should the guests be the ones saying this? What are you saying? We're guests, right? I don't consider you and Kevin as guests. We'll welcome you as a family, so you'll need to help out with various things. No. Stop joking. We're driving 3 hours to get there. Yes, but we'll also be spending hours preparing, so we're even. What's with the attitude? We haven't visited since that time 3 years ago, so I thought we'd come back. Are you currently climbing Mount Everest? Huh? What are you talking about? Well, you seem to be speaking from quite a high place. Are you trying to make me so angry that I won't visit? Oh, so you finally noticed. We absolutely have to come this year. Is there some special reason? I'll tell you when we meet. If it's something we could discuss by phone, that would be helpful. You really don't want us to come, do you? Have you forgotten what you did 3 years ago? You sent pictures of the mess the next day, but there's no proof I did that, right? Excuse me? If you had a video of me going wild, I might feel sorry, but just pictures of a messy house doesn't prove that I'm the culprit. Do you think I would go wild? I can't even drink a drop of alcohol. When people get stressed, anything can happen. I get along well with my husband and live peacefully. Anyway, I have something important to discuss this time. Then you don't need alcohol, right? It would make it difficult to have a rational conversation. I don't have to drink. Don't talk about me like I'm an alcoholic, okay? You said it, right? You don't have to drink. this all the hospitality you can show when your brother-in-law's family visits? Who would eat an old lady's stew? That doesn't mean you should throw it at me. I got burned and had to go to the emergency room on New Year's. That's because you serve poor people's food. Take us out for high-end steaks at least. Even after all of this, no apology or regret. You seemed drunk when you arrived. Were you drinking in the car? So what? What's the problem? My husband was driving. You said you had something to discuss, right? You can't talk properly because you've been drinking. There are things I can only say when I'm drinking. And by the way, you guys are so cheap. Don't normal people prepare fancy New Year's food or turkey for the holidays? Spend all your pension on treating us. My husband and I are only 58 and not pension recipients yet. You'll be getting it in a few years, so it's basically the same. You'll be receiving it in just 2 years after us. Shut up. And why are you so formal with me? I'm technically younger than you. I feel such distance between us. If so, that's exactly what I want. What do you mean? If you don't understand, that's fine. You're such a boring woman, always calm and looking down on people. I don't act this way with everyone. I choose who I respect. What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying you don't respect me? I think my actions speak for themselves. You've always been this way, ever since I married Kevin, acting like you're better than me. I've always treated you the way you've treated me and my home. That's not true. I've been nothing but nice to you. Anyway, what time are you coming back? I'm hungry. Do you understand the situation? I'm injured because of someone. You can still go shopping, can't you? The treatment is finished, but the hospital is crowded and accounting and prescriptions will take time. Even if I do return, I can't do anything, so please go home. What? After we came all this way? After what you did, you still want to stay? I told you I had something to discuss. Then tell me now. I can't do it over text. You just want money from us, don't you? How do you know? Looking at your outgrown roots and your dented car that hasn't even been repaired, I can imagine. That's so rude. My hair looks fine. Besides, I've been busy. Not everyone has all the free time in the world like you. Well, anyway, that makes it simple. I need about $50,000, please. What? That much? Yeah. What do you need it for? Well, I kind of failed at an investment. Stocks? No, something more common. Do you know about slot machines? I didn't know people called that an investment. I'm stuck in a negative loop. I lose at slots, get frustrated, go drinking, and lose again. That's not falling into a loop. You're jumping involuntarily. You could just stop gambling and drinking. If I could do that, I wouldn't be asking. I feel like I'll win this year. Is it worth going into debt for? Gambling losses must be recovered by gambling. That's the worst advice I've ever heard. Why not just work honestly? Work? I can't get a job. Can't wake up in the morning with a hangover. First, stop drinking. We can talk about money after that. So self-righteous. Your husband makes the money, right? Then why not talk to him directly? He's quiet and no fun. You should ask him for me. I don't need to. He absolutely won't lend you money. You won't know unless you try. Then why don't you try? He's waiting in the hospital parking lot, so he should be available. Fine. John, I'm so sorry about earlier. I didn't mean to cause any burns. My hand just slipped.
Stop making excuses. You did it on purpose. My wife got a serious burn. You two are cut off from us after today.
You're judging me without hearing my side?
My wife said you deliberately threw it at her.
Don't be silly. That's not true. I was nervous about seeing you after so long and my hand shook. It really wasn't intentional.
So are you saying my wife is lying?
I think there was just a misunderstanding. I feel bad and I cleaned up the spilled stew and broth.
Of course you did. Why did you come back anyway? 3 years ago, you drank everything in sight and went wild. I thought you would have reflected on that, but you show up drunk again this year.
I don't usually drink. I just had a little because it's New Year's.
And because you came back for a reason, what is it?
Well, I wanted to borrow some money.
How much?
$80,000.
What?
My husband became a guarantor for a loan and ended up with debt. He's such a kind person that he couldn't refuse.
But our parents always told him never to be a guarantor.
He's the type of person who helps friends in need. That's why I married him.
I understand. Well then, I'll talk to Kevin directly.
No, you can't.
Why not?
He tried to jump off a building because he didn't want to trouble his brother.
What?
He said his life insurance would solve the problem.
Is that true?
Yes, I stopped him with tears. I told him that as long as he's alive, money can be figured out and that I would try asking you. That's how we avoided disaster.
Really? I had no idea.
I don't want to lose my husband over just $80,000.
But that's a lot of money.
Being the eldest son, you're living rent-free, aren't you? Meanwhile, my husband, the second son, pays rent every month. Isn't that unfair?
Have you forgotten that when Dad needed care, you refused? My wife and I both had to quit our jobs and move back home.
That's ancient history. The point is, you've benefited, so why not give back to your brother?
Something doesn't feel right. Let me discuss this with my wife.
You can't.
Why not?
Because she's really harsh with me. If she finds out I asked for this, I don't know what she'll say.
Still, I can't decide this on my own.
I understand. But whatever your wife says, please don't believe her. She lies easily to upset me.
My wife isn't that kind of person.
Women have many faces. You don't know, do you?
Enough. I can't help you right now, but I'll be in touch. Go home for today.
What you told me and my husband was completely different, wasn't it? What do you mean? A guarantor for $80,000? I know nothing about that. It's out already? I told him not to tell you. Why did you lie to me? You don't have the authority to give out money, so I was just testing you. If that's true, Kevin should talk to my husband directly. Outsiders should stay quiet, okay? This is between brothers. My husband is trying to call Kevin, but he's not answering. My husband has left everything to me. You said it's a brother's issue, right? You're so annoying. So, are you lending the money or not? We can't lend anything without hearing directly from Kevin. Then why did you send us away yesterday? Have you already forgotten what happened yesterday? You told my husband it was just an accident, but you deliberately threw that hot stew at me, didn't you? I don't remember. I was pretty drunk. Telling different stories to different people. What kind of person are you? What? I put up with you because you're my husband's brother's wife. But I've reached my limit. So? Don't come to our house anymore. Don't be ridiculous. It's not your house. My husband has a right to visit his family home. Then at least observe basic manners. What? So self-righteous. I'm only stating the obvious. Ugh, I'm so angry I could burst a blood vessel. What a coincidence. Me too. You'll regret this. Is that a criminal threat? Shut up. Sleep with one eye open. What I did was assault and battery. I got a medical certificate and went straight to the police station. Are you talking about the stew? I told you my hand just slipped. Do you think we didn't take any precautions? What do you mean? 3 years ago, you drank like a fish at our house and went wild like a gorilla. When confronted, you claimed you didn't remember and escaped responsibility. I can't help it if I don't remember anything. So this time, we set up cameras to prevent that excuse. What? Pet cameras are quite affordable these days. 3 cameras cost less than $200. So you're recording? Yes. That's a violation of my right to privacy. Regardless of whether you have an image worth protecting, this was for self-defense, so I think it's fine. Why didn't you tell me? My husband and I weren't familiar with how to use them, but last night we finally checked the data, which is what I took to the police. Whatever. You seem rather calm about this. I did my research. It's not easy to get a conviction. The whole arrested and sentenced thing only happens on YouTube. True, sentencing varies depending on whether it was intentional or accidental. See? But that's not your only crime. Huh? After I went to the hospital for the burn, you ransacked our house. I was just looking for something. What were you looking for in someone else's house? You know, the remote stopped working, so I was looking for AA batteries. What you actually picked up wasn't batteries. How do you know? I told you, there are cameras. I was only in the bedroom. Yes, we put a camera in the bedroom because we keep important things there. No way. Bank books, seals, my designer bags, clothes, jewelry. Did you think you could steal all of that without being caught? I was just borrowing them. If you borrow something and don't return it, that's stealing. How stingy? You own your home and you have money to spare. That's no excuse. Besides, it's strange that only your husband inherited the house. My husband has inheritance rights too. If we can't split the house, give us the money. Don't you know anything? About what? The value of this house was assessed, and half of it was given to his brother in cash. No way, I never heard about that. That's between you as a couple, so it's not our business. How much? About $80,000. Isn't that too cheap? You cheated, didn't you? It's an old house in the countryside, so that's about right. Weren't there any savings? Your in-laws didn't have any money in their accounts. Why wasn't I told about the $80,000? We have no obligation to report you, and Kevin said if he told you, it would be gone in a day. That bastard! He contacted us to apologize about you burning me. Really? He said I'm sorry about what my wife did, and I'll pay for the medical expenses. He's not usually that considerate. What have you seen in your husband all this time? Kevin was just enduring this marriage with you until the children left home. That's a lie. Your younger daughter's wedding is coming up, right? Yes. He was planning to divorce you after that. Why? Because you're an embarrassing wife, isn't that it? He never said that to me. He said he at least wanted to be there together as parents for his daughter's wedding. Even someone as shameful as you can still be useful as a mother. That's good, isn't it? This is infuriating. Why do I have to take this from you? I think I have the right to say these things after what you've done to me. Every time you visit, cleaning up after you is painful. The most bizarre thing is how you dirty the toilet. You're a woman, right? Do you stand while using? I don't remember. Always drinking and escaping responsibility by claiming you don't remember. If that worked, I'd like to be drunk all the time and do whatever I want too. What will happen to me if my husband divorces me? Well, you'll have to work and support yourself. After you've served your time, of course. I don't want that. The debt isn't really $50,000, is it? A housewife like you couldn't possibly borrow such a large amount. Well, there are various circumstances. My husband won't lend you a penny. Why not? He seemed like he would. That's because you lied about the guarantor thing. My husband wouldn't abandon his brother if he were in trouble, but he couldn't care less what happens to you. That's cruel. I'm family too, aren't I? We've known each other for over 20 years. You barely helped with his parents' care of funerals, and now you claim to be family? I couldn't help it. Unlike you, they hated me. You called your mother-in-law, "Shut up, old hag," and your father-in-law, "Drop dead, old man." Who would love a daughter-in-law who says things like that? But I was drunk. That's always your second excuse. Drinking and self-control are your responsibility. I must be sick. Probably. I agree. You don't seem normal. So, I can't be held responsible, right? I don't know. Ask the police. I'm sorry for everything. Looking back, I was wrong. So could you just lend me $20,000? What? So you were trying to borrow $50,000 to $80,000 when it was really about $20,000? I figured if I asked for more, I could still get something after negotiating down. Forget about the money. My husband and I are cutting ties with you after today. Don't say that. I wanted to get along with you as in-laws. Sorry, I'm not evolved enough to get along with someone who always reeks of alcohol. I've always hated you. I shouldn't have apologized. I didn't think it was a genuine apology anyway, so it's fine. Abandoning me too?
I was planning to endure until our daughter's wedding, but I've reached my limit. You'd get drunk and claim not to remember, and when I try to talk you sober, you barely hold a conversation.
You're responsible too for allowing this to continue.
You're right about that. As a result of letting your rampage continue, my sister-in-law suffered a serious injury.
It's just a burn. They're exaggerating.
She's a woman. What if it leaves a scar on her face?
No one's looking at a woman's face when she's almost 60 anyway.
So you wouldn't care if the same happened to you? Do you want me to do that to you now?
That's different. I'm still young.
There's only a 2-year difference. You're plenty old yourself. You've aged from alcohol and cigarettes, and you actually look older than my sister-in-law.
What?
You're worthless inside out, but you have a lot to say. Do you know why our daughter didn't go to college and started working right after high school?
Because they're not smart.
No, because they wanted to get away from you as soon as possible.
That can't be true. They never said anything to me.
Because you'd fly into a hysterical rage if they did.
But you didn't divorce me because you wanted both parents at our daughter's weddings, right?
That was my old-fashioned value, but I realized I was wrong.
What?
Our daughters told me to divorce you sooner.
Impossible.
Apparently, you're what they call a toxic parent, and I'm just as bad for silently watching without saying anything. But when I sincerely apologized to our daughters, they forgave me. They said it's fine, if only their dad comes to the wedding.
Wait a minute. Who do you think raised them?
Those who were raised to regret the fact. So just wake up.
This can't be.
You're rock bottom as both a mother and a human being. No one acknowledges or forgives you. Please realize your current situation and reflect on it.
Everyone else is wrong. You are all wrong for abandoning me.
I know. That's why I'm ending it. At least to prevent causing any more trouble to our precious daughters and my brother's family.
You make it sound like I'm harmful.
You finally realized it. That's exactly right.
Please, I barely worked after high school before marrying you. I can't possibly work now.
You can't survive on your slot machine hobby, but that's no longer my concern.
Don't abandon me. I wanted to attend the wedding. I think it would look bad if there's no mother when reading letters to parents.
Don't worry. She won't have anything to write, so it's better if you're not there.
That's terrible.
A person's value is questioned at life's milestones, whether you're appreciated or cut off. It's all the result of what you've done.
You're not in a position to lecture others.
I don't know how many years I have left, but I intend to do everything I can to make my brother and sister forgive me.
Give me a chance too.
Some people aren't worth giving chances to.
That's so cruel. Kevin came to our house to apologize after finalizing his divorce with Jessica. My husband scolded him, saying, "You share some responsibility too." But he seemed to understand that best himself. Jessica was arrested for assault and theft against me. From there, a string of other offenses like shoplifting were uncovered, and she received a prison sentence. Either way, she wasn't qualified to attend her daughter's wedding. Even after leaving prison, she'll face debt repayment, and no one will be waiting for her. Naturally, there are no visits or care packages, and all the letters she sends are returned. I think loneliness is the most terrifying thing, but she should accept it. Once she's released, I plan to claim medical expenses and compensation without any hesitation. Recently, we were invited to Kevin's youngest daughter's wedding. Even without her mother, it was a very touching and beautiful ceremony.